Whenever I look at ultra-successful people, it always makes me wonder, is there something unique about their brains? Like, do billionaires have their brains wired differently? Or is there just some spark that's missing in the rest of us?
That question comes up a lot. And honestly, it's not so much that their brains are fundamentally different, but that they develop certain mental habits like relentless problem solving and resilience. It's that drive, that no matter what, I'll crack this attitude, which sets them apart from the rest.
I love that. So it's less about some magical brain design and more about how they train and use what they've got. But then people always ask, what should my morning routine be if I want to be ultra successful and stress-free? Like, is there a recipe for priming your brain every day?
Oh, totally, and I get that all the time too. The key lies in building a morning routine that sets up your brain for peak performance. We use a technique called movers, meditation, oxygenation with breathwork, visualization, exercise, reading something positive, and writing out what isn't serving you anymore. Each step primes your brain in a specific way.
Hang on. Movers. So that's M for meditation, O for oxygenation, V for visualization, E for exercise, R for reading, and S for scribing. Can you break down why each is important, maybe with an example or two?
Absolutely. Meditation helps you slip into alpha and theta brainwave states. Those are the creative, calm phases. Breathwork oxygenates the brain, waking up your mental circuits. Visualization, there's amazing research showing imagining a skill can grow your brain almost as much as physically practicing it. Exercise gets your endorphins up. Reading something positive leverages your mind's openness in the morning. And scribing? That's about offloading mental clutter so you don't carry yesterday's stress into today.
That actually reminds me, so many people say they're lazy or just can't get excited for tough tasks. Is it really possible to rewire your brain so you actually crave hard work instead of dreading it?
It absolutely is. And here's the fun part. The brain is innately lazy. It loves comfort zones. Studies show about 95% of people procrastinate. But if you build a clear commitment and keep reminding yourself of your deeper purpose, your brain starts connecting meaning with the tough stuff. That's when motivation flips from external to internal.
So, say someone wants to get up and go to the gym, but just can't. Are there any hacks to get over that initial resistance? Like, is there a 5-minute rule or something?
You nailed it! Just do the hard thing for 5 minutes. Once you start, your brain shifts into action mode. That initial push is all you need. Momentum does the rest. Some people use a quick coffee to prime their system or visualize themselves finishing a workout beforehand. It's all about generating that small burst of momentum to break inertia.
Funny you say that. I've been hearing about these brain waves, delta, theta, alpha, beta, gamma. How does understanding these actually help us build a better morning routine?
Here's what's wild. When you wake up, your brain transitions from deep sleep, delta, to theta, and then alpha before you hit the active alert beta state. If you leap out of bed straight into stress, say, by checking your phone, you're skipping those creative, calm states your brain needs. Instead, if you spend 5 minutes with closed eyes, meditating or visualizing, you hack into that magical theta-alpha window. That's where creativity and problem-solving thrive.
So you're saying the first hour after waking is crucial. What's one thing listeners should absolutely avoid and one thing they should definitely do?
Absolutely skip caffeine and your phone for the first hour. Both jolt your brain straight into high-speed beta, piling on stress. Instead, step outside for sunlight. Natural light activates your brain's internal clock and boosts mood-regulating chemicals. It's such a simple trick, but it really can transform your whole day.
That leads me to emotional control. I've read that the frontal cortex is where things like willpower and emotional regulation live. But most of us get hijacked by our emotional brain, the limbic system. Is there a way to actually strengthen that frontal part?
Definitely. And you're spot on about the limbic frontal tug-of-war. Most of us live in the emotional loop fight, flight, freeze without realizing it. The first step is awareness, auditing your emotions, your triggers, your reactions. Once you're aware, you can practice daily activities that build your frontal cortex, like short periods of eyes-closed silence, challenging your routines, and even cross-lateral exercises in your workouts.
So, even if someone missed those critical brain development windows as a kid, they can still train this as an adult?
Absolutely. Neuroplasticity is amazing. Your brain can rewire at any age if you put in conscious effort. The secret? Consistency. Small intentional changes like 5 minutes of silent reflection or tweaking your daily habits compound into big shifts in how your brain functions.
I've noticed in almost every field, sports, business, the arts, the real high performers seem to have insane focus and a kind of mental resilience. Is that all just brain training, or is there more to it?
It really is a mix of brain training and purpose. Peak performers spend years building strong mental circuits. Think of it like laying down rock-solid highways in the brain. They face failure after failure, but instead of quitting, they treat obstacles as stepping stones. That resilience is housed in the frontal cortex, and it's totally trainable.
Wild. And I love your point about how it's not about being born special, but being relentless about training your mind. But then, if it's that simple, why aren't more people successful?
Great question. The difference is in how well people respond when the world throws curveballs. Most people let setbacks hijack their emotions and retreat, while high achievers have trained their brains to process, adapt, and move forward. It's not magic, it's mindset plus habits, repeated over and over till they become second nature.
You know, I'm walking away from this, honestly, feeling excited to try some of these experiments, whether it's movers, silent mornings, or just being more aware of my emotional triggers. Any last advice for folks looking to get started?
Start small and stay curious. Give yourself 10 minutes a day to sit quietly, try a new route to work, or practice a brainwave meditation. Notice how you feel before and after. Experiment. If something clicks, keep it. If not, tweak it. Your brain loves novelty and rewards effort with real change. And remember, every step you take is priming you for that limitless brain potential.
Love it. Thanks for taking us so deep today. My mind is buzzing with ideas. And for everyone listening, don't forget to check the episode details for links to brain fitness tests and more resources. See you next time.
It was fantastic being here and sharing these insights. Wishing everyone an amazing journey towards a stronger, happier brain. Until next time.